When Michael Jordan played in Chicago, the crowd just went crazy to another decibel level. And I'd get the chills every time. He played with such a fury. He was electric on the court. Before the Shrug game, the game against Portland in the NBA Finals, well, the public relations people couldn't find Michael. The reason was he was on the court taking three-point shots, and he was not noted as a three-point shooter. We asked him about it. He said, well, you know, you never know when a three-point shot might come in handy. Obviously, he had figured something out, that he was going to surprise them, but you have to hit the shots. This incredible onslaught of threes takes place in the first half, and he hit 6 of them. That was unheard of at that time for anyone. He looks over at our broadcast table and gives that shrug. And I think what I took out of that most, it showed his humility, that he could not believe that he hit 6 three-pointers. That was, I thought, one of the incredible moments in playoff history. I would have to go with Jordan as the GOAT.
Playing in the NBA Finals, motivation is a given. But if bulletin board material carries weight, the Blazers have plenty. The defending champion Bulls have added their voices to a chorus casting Portland as a paper tiger with talent to burn, but unable to stick to a winning script. Now, can the Blazers shred that narrative and write their own championship chapter?
One of the many wonderful sights to see in Chicago, the Fountain of the Great Lakes in Grant Park. Now it's time to hear the starting lineup from tonight's PA announcer, Ray Clay. All eyes on Chicago, where tonight it's the Chicago Bulls against the Portland Trail Blazers in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. With Coach Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And Mike, a joyous scene as we get set here to tip off.
Love the energy in this building. Plenty of confidence for the defending champion Bulls and their fans. The Blazers would love to spoil that celebration and steal the momentum in this series.
And the Bulls with the best overall record in the regular season, Clark, 67 wins. No let-up from them in their title run a season ago.
Very impressive, Kevin. And this team is built to contend for a long time. For the Blazers, perhaps more pressure to deliver right now. The window not as wide open. They appear confident and ready to make their mark on history. We'll see how it plays out.
It is a tough chore for sure, though. On the floor for Portland, it'll be Terry Porter and Clyde Drexler in the backcourt. Up front, Jerome Kersey is at small forward. Buck Williams at the 4. Handling the low post is Kevin Duckworth. For the Bulls, Bill Cartwright is at the center. Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant man the front court. John Paxson is at the point. And, of course, at off guard, it'll be Michael Jordan.
And the Blazers certainly motivated to answer their detractors. That's a question they know can't be answered with words, but rather with their performance on the floor.
Clyde Drexler on the wing. The tray. Drexler with another miss. And plenty of storylines coming into this series. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, for more on that. David.
Okay, guys, one of the stories coming into the finals is the health of Michael Jordan. He had a sore wrist in Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals, and it caused him to miss 15 of his first 20 shots. But Jordan insists the wrist is just fine. He went through his game day weightlifting routine this morning with no restrictions. Back to you.
That is a good sign. David, thank you very much. Mike, lifting weights like that today, that looks like a thumbs up. What do you think?
Yeah, that's not something you do on a game day with a bad wrist. And Jordan's such a competitor that even if he is banged up, he'll fight right through it.
Always has, you're right. Here is Paxson. Portland making their last shot. Grant outside. Jordan kicks to Grant. Back to Jordan. Over Drexler. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And Clark, the Blazers like to play a much faster pace than the Bulls.
Certainly, Kevin, they will be looking to push the tempo. You count on that. And that could help them with their execution, in my mind. Much simpler pushing the ball with a numbers advantage than going against the set half-court defense.
Great scouting report. And Mike, after his poor shooting night last time out, everyone wondering how Michael Jordan will respond tonight.
Okay, we'll see very shortly. Sometimes that only helps to fire him up. Opponents are scared of Jordan coming off a bad game. He goes out there trying to prove himself all over again.
And usually is successful. Now, here's Jordan. He's got 8. Just 5 on the clock. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And in my mind, the most fascinating individual matchup in this series is Drexler going up against Michael Jordan. Jordan's going to have his work cut out on the defensive end.
Yeah, I cannot agree with you more, Coach. Yeah, you know, MJ's guarding a guy who's averaging 27 points a game in the playoffs in Drexler. So he's going to have to really do a lot of work at both ends of the floor.
Now here's Jordan. After the miss from Clyde Drexler, Jordan nails the triple, his second of his first half. Portland's going to need a tighter grip here on Michael. Paxson against Porter. Drexler right side. They can't stop the run with that one.
Well, we've seen him make this shot often with no defensive coverage. He's got to be kicking himself he didn't make that one.
And one thing the Bulls have been relying on is Jordan scoring, Clark, in the post.
That's been a bit of a surprise tactic for them in the playoffs, and it's paid dividends. More and more, they're setting up Jordan on the block. We'll see if they stick with that tonight.
Catching up on the changes for tying an NBA Finals record in a half. Michael Jordan with his 3rd 3, providing an early lift for the Chicago Bulls. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. The Bulls making a switch here. Livingston's checked in.
Livingston.
Trailblazers trail by 14. Like, one thing with this matchup, Terry Porter has really struggled against the Bulls in the past.
Definitely not a good sign for the Blazers. Porter's one of their most important players. They need him to come up big in this series.
Now here's Bryant. Robinson finds Bryant. Let's go. The shot by Ainge, no good. Chicago leading by 14. A nice shot by Jordan. Jordan's got 18 points.
Right out of the starting blocks. They've been dominant at the offensive end.
And that early momentum has helped them put together a nice lead.
Here's Pat. Robinson on the wing. Fader on the way. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And it's puzzling to me why he elected to fade away. He should have just gone right up with it. Bad miss.
Jordan against Ainge. Williams passes to Jordan. Williams, a screen on Ainge. Jordan way outside. And so it's Chicago with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return. We welcome you back for the second quarter of Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Tremendous action so far between the Bulls and the Trailblazers. Trailblazers trail by 16.
And with Jordan leading the way, the Bulls won their first title last year. I'm not sure they'll have to wait long for another one.
We've got Williams. Pippen is out there with Livingston. Then it's Jordan. And it's Armstrong in at the point. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Jordan looking it over. Trying to get open is Pippen. Makes it off the glass. Jordan's got 20 points. And when we talk about Jordan, we're talking about a man, Clark, in the prime of his career. At the very top of his game.
Yeah, one of the best we've ever seen, Kevin. I wouldn't doubt the Larry O'Brien trophy lives in the Bulls trophy case for a few more years. I mean, the Blazers might not want to hear that, but it could very well happen.
And the Bulls not going to Jordan in the post as much as we've seen, Clark, throughout these playoffs.
And, Kevin, that might be by design. I mean, the Bulls have sent MJ into the post so many times. This might be a little...
The 4 3-pointer falls for Jordan. The NBA Finals record is 6. He's knocking on the door and getting oh so close. Outside Robinson. Outside Bryant. Porter against Armstrong. Porter, no luck.
You expect to get 2 points there. A little unlucky for them.
Mike, I'd say any questions about Jordan's bad wrist have now been answered.
It's not affecting him at all, and he's taking advantage of some really soft Portland D. By the look of it, MJ's going to make this a long night for the Blazers.
Horace Grant, he's checked in for Livingston. He's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Substitution on the quarter.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Grant with a screen on Drexler. And here's that triple gives Jordan 5. Michael Jordan is just 1 3-pointer away from an NBA Finals record. And right away, we can see the one-on-one battle, Mike, between Jordan and Drexler is going to take center stage.
And not in the way Clyde wanted. Jordan's been toying with him. If this is how their matchup is going to go, the Blazers are in trouble.
Big trouble. Chicago leading by 20. And once again, the Bulls defense stifling Porter.
Well, with that size and athleticism on the wings, they have the ability to get him out of his comfort zone. He only shot 31% against them in the regular season, and his struggles continue tonight.
Yeah, it's hurting. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. Trying to find a way out of this rut, Mike.
Yeah, looking to regain some momentum offensively.
Hey, when you throw it Drexler's way, expect the exciting, because this guy doesn't disappoint. One of the best alley-oop throwdowners in the game.
Tying the NBA Finals record. Michael Jordan with an exceptional display of shooting. That was his 6th 3-pointer in this game. Porter against Armstrong. Porter, no luck. 1:31 left in the second quarter. And the pass to Grant. In the corner, it's Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Left side, Grant. Just his first attempt. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Hey, this is a pretty funny story, you think about it. After Chicago drafted Jordan in 1984, he flew into town, but they didn't have anybody at the airport to pick him up. A chauffeur at the airport recognized him and offered him a ride. I bet you the Bulls figured out how to take better care of Jordan after that.
Armstrong against Porter. Over Armstrong. No good off the back of the rim.
And right now, I think he's ready for this quarter to be over.
I don't know if I've ever seen him this cold. Rough quarter indeed.
Jordan is now closing in on the most points in an NBA Finals half. Can he get to 33? Armstrong against Porter. Pass to Drexler. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Easy assist there from Porter. He certainly finds the...
And with that basket, Michael Jordan has tied an NBA Finals record. 33 points and a half. We are witnessing something incredible. Here's Drexler. Puts one up from 19, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for Chicago. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. And we'll be right back after this. Welcome into the 3rd quarter here in Chicago, folks. The Bulls in pursuit of their 2nd consecutive NBA title. A win here in Game 1 would go a long way toward making that happen. And it's Drexler with the ball for Portland.
And I don't know how Michael Jordan can follow up that performance in the first half. But we'll find out.
Checking out the group for Rick Edelman to start this 2nd half. Buck Williams is out there with Kersey. Then it's Porter. Then there's Kevin Duckworth. And it's Drexler in at the shooting guard position. Cartwright, the pass to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Here's Cartwright. Back to Jordan. From deep 3-point range.
Chicago foul. Bill Cartwright. First personal foul.
And here are the Trailblazers now. And now let's go to David Aldridge for this report.
Thanks, Kevin. Now, it seems like Michael Jordan always has a little extra when he's facing the Blazers. And maybe that has something to do with the 1984 draft. Famously, Portland passed on Jordan, leaving Chicago to take Jordan at number 3. Maybe Jordan took that personally. Guys, back to you.
Do you think so, David? My goodness, Clark, I think Jordan has got that in the back of his mind. My goodness, that probably leads him every game he plays, Clark.
Well, for a player with his pride and competitive spirit, I think you're right. But I assure you, Michael Jordan doesn't need extra incentive. He always is ready to compete at the highest level. That fire in him is always turned up high.
No matter who he's facing.
Yeah, we expected a windshield wiper quality to this game tonight, back and forth. But the game has been at a controlled pace for the most part. How about this, guys? If the Blazers had taken Jordan in that '84 draft, their backcourt could have been MJ and Clyde the Glide Drexler. How about that for a 2-seed?
Now, here's Porter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. On the wing, Drexler. Williams sets a screen for Drexler. Over Jordan. Portland again missing. Mike, the '84 draft is rehashed and looked at from every way, but it is scary to think, isn't it, about that guard combination in Portland had they drafted Michael Jordan.
Well, the West had so many strong centers back then, you can't blame Portland for taking a big. But it would have been a lot of fun, Kev, to see MJ and Drexler team up.
Couple of future Hall of Famers. Clyde Drexler on the wing. He's off on that one. Good D by Jordan. I could think the Bulls may be in Porter's head. He's having a hard time getting anything going.
I don't think you can discount it, Kevin. He's a totally different shooter against this team. In all 3 of their meetings this year, his field goal percentage nowhere near its normal level.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Jordan.
2 minutes.
Drops in the breakaway layup. Jordan's got 39.
The defensive instincts of MJ kicking in. Terrific at sensing when to go for the steal.
Porter passes to Kersey. Grant against Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3 from Drexler. That shot missing. And Chicago will go the other way with it. And Jordan, Mike, is just tormenting the Blazers from three-point range.
It's going to take a much sharper effort from Portland defensively. They can't give Jordan an inch of room on the perimeter anymore.
Back to Paxson. Passes to Jordan. Over Drexler. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Another big night for Jordan. What a natural scorer he is. MJ simply can do it all.
And the matchup between Jordan and Drexler. Mike is not going how the Blazers wanted it to.
This could be a long series for Drexler. Jordan's not one to let up when he's got a guy on the ropes.
Yep.
Woo-hoo-wee! Gotta love the alley-oop.
Clark, wasn't that a pretty play? Oh, I could watch that all day.
So much fun to watch.
Jordan, the pass to Carter. Back to Jordan.
Blazers foul.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Kings checked in for Cartwright. Williams comes in for Horace Grant. Hanson's checked in for Pippen. Armstrong subbed in for John Paxson. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Ryan is checked in for Duckworth. Robinson comes in for Jerome Kersey. Ainge is checked in for Clyde Drexler. And Pack subbed in for Terry Porter. Here's King. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, I love how assertive King was. Take the drive if it's there. Don't back away. Go right to the rim.
26 seconds left in the third quarter. Offensively, Clark, things have sort of fallen apart for him.
And they need to recover as soon as possible.
12 seconds left here in the third quarter. Ainge with a screen on Armstrong. Puts it up from 15. That one wide left.
And he forced that shot. When the defense is this tight, you're better off passing out of it and looking for a better shot.
And so it's Chicago, up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. Welcome back as we get set for the fourth quarter action here in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Portland and Chicago both trying to jump out to an early lead in this series. Here's Armstrong.
And guys, I don't think there's a better crowd in sports than this Bulls crowd. They can make it deafening in here.
They've got Hanson. King is up there with Purdue. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Armstrong in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
That's clearly a frustration foul. You could see that coming by the look on his face.
Taking it out with a foul won't change much. He's got to have a more level head than that.
And when you've got a crowd this enthusiastic, Clark, and a player as exciting as Michael Jordan, that is a pretty potent combination.
Combustible is a word that comes to mind. Really a match made in heaven. I mean, MJ feeds off of that energy of the crowd. And when he needs a boost, they give it to him, and vice versa.
And it continues to be a battle for Porter against the Chicago Bulls. Clark, he can't get any traction.
Well, Chicago's defense has been a real Rubik's Cube for him. He just can't seem to solve it. The Blazers are going to have to do a little bit more to try to get him some easier looks.
Here's Pack shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
First one falls for him. Livingston's checked in for the Bulls.
The line for the Blazers, Robert.
He's perfect from the line this time. They are in complete control, coach, of this game.
There's no question, without a doubt, they've been firing on all cylinders.
In every way, you're right. Jordan is doubled. Here's Hanson. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Hanson's got his first basket. And Jordan's three-point output has been a huge story once again here tonight.
And that's not usually where he makes his mark. If he continues to pour it in from long range the next few games, the Blazers will have their hands full.
Absolutely. Hanson the pass to King. On the wing, Jordan. Bulls moving the ball around. And they double up Jordan. Back to King. Pass to Livingston. Just 5 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Hansen drills it from outside.
This is how you share the ball. Livingston, great pass to the open man.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. In the corner, it's Robinson. The pass to Watley. 6 on the shot clock. And Jordan sends it back.
With defensive prowess and nearly a 7-foot wingspan, it's a lot harder to get a clean look on Jordan than most guys.
Hansen the pass to Jordan. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Smooth as silk. MJ with one of the best pull-up jumpers you'll ever see.
Here's Watley. He's defended by Jordan. And here is Robinson. Watley misses.
Sometimes you do things right on offense, and the shots just don't fall.
Here's Hansen. Lays it up and banks it in.
And their offense so much more efficient here in the second half. I like what I see.
Yeah, things really tilting their way. They've got all the momentum.
Here's Watley, guarded by Jordan. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. Chicago making a switch here. Paxson's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Williams is checked in. Here's Robinson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Now Purdue. Paxson outside. Purdue the pass to Paxson. Jordan up top. From 15 feet away, the shot's good from Paxson.
Keeping cool. Paxson knew he had just enough time to get it out of his hands.
Down low, here's Robinson, and he lays it straight in.
Great feed to the interior, resulting in a successful attack right at the hoop.
Paxson passes to Hansen. Jordan outside. There's the 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
That should put a stamp on this one.
Great way to close out a victory.
Hansen's gone 2 of 2 from three-point land tonight. Here's Peck. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nails the baby hook.
It's simple. You got to get a body into your man. Box out if you want to rebound the ball.
Defensive rebounding is about effort, trying, being willing to put a body on someone.
Jordan against Robinson. Paxson outside. He tries for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Here's Pat. Out to the right wing. Here's Watley. Purdue with the rebound. And with this victory, the Bulls stand just 3 wins away, Mike Fratello, from their second consecutive title.
And it looks like they are determined to make that happen. Michael Jordan's got one finger on the trophy already.
And you know the Chicago crowd will be ready, Clark, for game 2. This building will be rocking.
No question about it, Kevin. It will be a great atmosphere, but don't count the Blazers out now. There are still 3 games ahead in Portland. And that building has its own set of problems for the opposition.